Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? I hope you are well. Your Eid and Ramadan both went well. And my cat is here. Should I introduce it to you guys? So here is an addition to our family that I'm enjoying a lot actually. Anyways, I actually fell sick right after Eid. It's been a long time. I didn't record anything for my YouTube channel. The thing is that because I didn't have much audience here, so to be very honest, I didn't really have the encouragement, to post anything here on YouTube. I created an Instagram page. I created it like a month ago, I guess, if I'm not wrong, and I started sharing things about the differences between Pakistan and Algeria. The details videos are gonna be on YouTube, but short information, little information, but important information, I'll be sharing it on Instagram. Here is my Instagram if you guys want to follow. Somebody even actually asked me in the comments. So now let's head to the subject, which is very important. The reason I talked about the Instagram thing is because is what actually pushed me to make this video. More people got to know about the fact that I am Pakistani and I'm married to an Algerian man. So a lot of people came up to me who wanted to know very little actually, who wanted to know about Algeria. Most of them who wanted to know about Pakistan. I got to know a lot of people who are in relationship with someone from Pakistan. I want to know information related to people, the society, the lifestyle, a lot of things. For me, obviously, there was nobody who could help me to understand the culture here, but I want to help those whom I can. I don't know if I would be able to cover everything in this video, but if you guys think that there's something I missed out on, do let me know in the comments. And for me, I had to face a lot of issues because of the language barrier. The language barrier can be a really big problem when you are unable to communicate. For me, now I spend most of my day at home, and in the beginning I was living with my in-laws. Especially when you are going to marry and live with a family, it comes with a lot of responsibility. You have to make people understand basically what you are saying, or to understand them. So it's a really big problem. I had to face a lot of problems because of the language barrier. Face the issue of being misunderstood. So I was unable to communicate properly to convey what I actually mean, and it caused like a lot of misunderstanding. Was she? Obviously, when you are being misunderstood or you misunderstand the other people, it creates a lot of problems and it becomes hard to live together. The second thing is the culture, the lifestyle. One wouldn't think, at least I didn't think, that the way of cleaning house, or let's say even washing the dishes, would be different from what I have been doing all my life, or the way we do it in my country. Yeah, don't mind my cat. I was talking about the way of doing things, how I never imagined that washing dishes in Algeria is going to be different than washing dishes in Pakistan. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but you wouldn't believe that it really did cause problems for me. And the way of doing home chores is totally different. I don't know how to put it. Like, when you are in a place and you don't know how to do stuff or how to talk, it creates problems. And the third issue, which I think is the biggest issue for girls, is the dressing. I don't think that till today I have actually figured out how should I dress here in Algeria. Even though it's been a year and a half that I've been here in Algeria, I actually wore Pakistani dress on Eid. Everybody liked it. Like, I visited my husband's family and everybody seemed to like the dress, and they were literally praising it and admiring the dress. And yeah, it looks so good, and why don't you dress like this? But as soon as we left the houses after meeting and visiting people, everybody literally on the road was staring. I shared these things on Instagram. You can follow it there. I would be sharing stuff here in detail on YouTube. Another thing is the food. My first week, I mentioned it before too, that for me, the food was like inedible. I found myself really in a big traumatic situation when I felt like I can't eat this food and how am I gonna live here? In European countries, there's a lot of Pakistanis, okay? So in Europe, in America, Australia, in these countries, these places, you would find a lot of Pakistani people. So you would find Pakistani restaurants, stores owned by Pakistanis. You would find all the things that you can find in Pakistan. So buying stuff or food is not really an issue. But here in Algeria, you can't find Pakistani food or products. For example, I am a big tea addict, but I used to drink it literally like 5 times a day. But here, so I brought, when I came from Pakistan, I brought it here. I brought 2 packs or 2 kgs of tea with me, but obviously I ran out of it. And then I had to find tea here, which was a huge task for me. I found 2 types of tea that I mistook for our tea, but it was totally different. I found Lipton because Lipton is an international brand. But the problem is that Lipton here in Algeria is a little more expensive than in Pakistan. So the prices of international products in Algeria are more. They're more expensive than the ones in Pakistan. I found Lipton, but it was a flavored tea. It wasn't really the black tea that we drink for our tea, which is made with milk. I think this is really a huge problem unless you start cooking your own food. That's something else. Now, for example, I cook both Pakistani and Algerian food because it's been more than a year, as I mentioned, that I have learned the language a little. I do face a lot of issues when I have to communicate outside, but I have learned to make myself understand people. The mindset. The mindset is so important. The mentality or perception of life, of general things, is totally different than in Pakistan. The way people understand things in Pakistan is totally different than the way people understand things in Algeria. Let me put it in a simple form, that something that Algerians might find not that big of a deal, Pakistanis find it offensive. And something that Algerians find offensive, but for Pakistanis, it's not big of a deal. For us Pakistanis, but when somebody is talking to us, we put a lot of thought into it. Okay, where is it coming from? Like, what does this person actually mean what he's saying? Or there's something else to it. And context is really a big issue because the context obviously varies with the culture. And but Algerians, I don't think that's the case for them. They're not really that emotional. For me, as being a sensitive person, that's what I felt like, that us Pakistanis, we are so sensitive about a lot of things and we give them so much importance, and those things are not really considered that big of a deal. And people aren't so emotionally attached to a lot of stuff. And I don't know how to put it, to be very honest, but what I'm trying to say is that perception of everything is totally different. I don't really meet people on daily basis. I meet them, for example, occasionally on Eid, or somebody comes over for a lunch or a dinner. A few experiences, bad experiences that I had, I put a lot of thought into what I'm gonna say, like whether I should say, how is it gonna be taken, am I gonna be misunderstood, what if they don't perceive it the way I mean it. It's not only about Algerians and Pakistanis, it's about, I think, anyone who's planning to marry in a foreign country or a country with a totally different culture. I hope it would make them understand there's a bigger picture that we don't really pay attention to. Me being emotional and super sensitive to things makes it even more problematic for me. Again, don't forget to follow me on Instagram because I'm more active there. I would keep sharing stuff here, but yeah. And take care of yourselves. See you in the next video.